That came out of my mouth.
I think I'm getting sick. Alright, so the point of this video is to basically give an update on my life. This is actually like the 4th time I've tried to film this video, and I don't know why I'm just so bad at it, but I basically want to let you know like what's been going on with me, how have I been doing, like what I do on a day-to-day basis, because this past year or past 2 years I've been pretty depressed, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, I just want to like let you guys know, like, I don't know, just watch the fucking video. All right, just watch the video. But yeah, here's my room. This is where I sleep and jerk off. Here's some screenplays that I study. You know what I mean? Here's my desk where all the magic happens. This is all the editing and the writing. And I also live alone. A lot of people ask me where Dennis is, but he moved back to Texas. I'll get into more of that later, but I just feel like in this point in my life, I just need to be alone and need to do some like deep soul searching. I don't know, that sounds corny, but it definitely helps to be alone. Thank you. I swear I'm getting sick. I should have got a turkey though, because today is November 24th. In other words, that means Thanksgiving. And I'm here by myself, alone. I don't really have many friends here in LA, and my family, obviously, they live back in Texas. And I was gonna buy a plane ticket back to Texas, even if it was just for a day, but I have so much work right now. I have a ton of projects and deadlines to hit, which kind of makes me sad because it's like my work life is just like stabbing into my personal life, and I just don't really like have any more time for me, you know? Which might confuse you because I only upload once a month, but especially with the mockumentary episodes that I've been doing recently, they take a lot of work. Here's Augustus. How you doing, buddy? He scares the fuck out of me, by the way, every night. Definitely don't live with a mannequin in your home. It's not good for your mental health. And here is Hollywood. Fuck Hollywood, man. I'm tired of this place. I've seen a total of 2 shootings right on this street. 2. I recorded one of them. That's the blood right there. I saw the dude limping away. And then I shit you not, he goes into our apartment entrance right there and goes in the elevator and then like bleeds out in the elevator and everything. I think he survived. I think. That's crazy. But yeah, like crazy night. I slept through the second shooting, but my girlfriend heard it. Oh, that's another thing. I have a girlfriend. I'll get to that later though. Say I live in Hollywood, I mean I live in the fucking center of Hollywood. It might seem cool, and I thought living here would be cool, but I quickly learned that, oh my God, this is not the place you want to be. It's hell disguised as paradise. That's what it is. Hell yeah, man. I appreciate that. Oh, yo. How you doing? It's good to see you.
Skateboarding or what?
Yeah, just skating around and stuff.
All right, cool.
Yeah. All right, man.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. I forgot it was Thanksgiving. Fun fact, this right here, the Dolby Theater, that is where Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. Oh yeah, bro.
I know you the dude that jumped off the pier.
Yeah.
I always had a question. What happened after that?
So the girl invited us to Malibu to like go camping with her and her parents. So that's what we did. Spent the night platonically. Oh my fucking God, bro. There goes all my energy. I mean, I would clean it up, but I'm just like holding too much shit right now. Okay, the only reason why I went out was to get coffee. Like, that was literally the only reason. I mean, I gotta go get another coffee. No! Okay, it's good. Okay, got a new coffee. I got a package. It's a lock picking set. And if you're wondering why I have a lock picking set, well, you're about to find out. So this ladder right here leads to the roof of my apartment, which inconveniently has a lock on it. So yeah. Oh, got it. Okay, so the only reason why I wanted to sneak onto my roof was just because it looks cool. I just want to talk about everything with the sun setting in the back, so yeah. I might get evicted for this, but it's aesthetically pleasing, so it's all worth it. So first off, going back to what I said earlier, I have a girlfriend now, which if you've been following me for a while, you probably heard me say to never get in a relationship, and I've always said that girls are distractions, but look at me now. No, but again, like this point in time in my life, I'm really trying to focus on just like my own personal growth and like happiness. Plus, I've never been in a relationship before in my life. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, you've already seen her. And then there's also a couple videos of me and her on my second channel, 𝐇𝐄𝐑𝐄. So in case you're curious, you could go watch those and also subscribe to 𝐇𝐄𝐑𝐄. But yeah, we've been together for about 11 months. Damn, we're coming up on a year. That's crazy. But we met in New York like 3.5 years ago. So we've like known each other for a while. And we're also long distance. She lives in New York, I live in LA. Which a lot of people ask me how we make that work. But honestly, it's the only way that a relationship would work for me right now. Because I feel like if a girl lived in the same city as me, I'll probably just want to like see her every day. And I wouldn't have any more like discipline to work. So having some distance in between it, like we still see each other like once a month. But yeah. And then, yeah, let me see how I'm gonna explain the story of me moving to LA. So basically, as you guys know, I used to live in Texas, and I didn't really like where I was at with my YouTube channel. I wanted to be big. I wanted to be like making millions and like putting videos out like twice a week. So I asked Alejandro one night if he would be down to move to LA with me, because I know Alejandro's been in the YouTube game for a long time. I thought he would be somebody great. He was of course down with it, and then we both asked Phil also if he wanted to come. The plan was basically Phil does the communication, like emails, organizes the business. Alejandro helps produce and whatever. So in July of 2020, the worst time to move, we moved to LA. As y'all know, this is when all the riots were happening. This was peak COVID. So basically, there was nobody in LA. We didn't know what to film. So we always just like took a bunch of road trips outside of LA and just tried to film vlogs with like us as the characters, instead of filming prank videos and all this stuff that I was like normally doing. And my story isn't anything special. This happened to a lot of people, but COVID basically fucked everything up. It killed my motivation. It killed the momentum that we had. Everything. I was getting about 600,000 to 1 million views per video, but then basically we couldn't film anything, so my views just started like slowly dropping. But also, the dynamic between me, Alejandro, and Phil were just like, it wasn't the best. There's no bad blood between me and them, but like, I'm just a perfectionist when it comes to my brand, so when they have their hands in my company, they obviously want to tweak everything to like make the most amount of money, but they don't have to like worry about the brand image or like my morals. So there was a lot of like butting heads, and I'm also not the best leader. And like it's kind of hard to explain, but basically like Alejandro was like making me hire editors, getting designers to do the designs for me for merch, and trying to create like a weekly schedule to where like Monday we upload, Wednesday we film, Thursday through Saturday is like editing days, and like it just got too like businessy and corporate to where all the fun like got sucked out of it. And Alejandro found a really talented editor, Reed. He was so good that we actually flew him out, and he lived out in LA and helped us film, edit, everything. I no longer work with him either though, just because again I'm just not a good leader, and I'm a perfectionist, and I just still would prefer to be the one editing. But I'll always vouch for Reed, and like he's insanely talented, and I'll actually link his stuff below. And then eventually Phil and Alejandro, things just don't work out between me and them. Again, no bad blood, like we're still really great friends, but they moved back to Texas, and then that's when I moved into this apartment. I moved into this apartment with Dennis, and that's when I really started to fall out of love with the kind of content that I was making. And the kind of content that I'm talking about is the mic'd up cult. Which, for those of you who don't know what the mic'd up cult is, it's basically the YouTubers that wear the lavalier mics, and they usually go out in public and try to get people pissed off at them, preferably at a Walmart. And most of them are sober, or they usually have merch that say like something sexual, like Virginity Rocks, or Professional Raw Dogger, or even mine, Small Dick Big Dreams. And it was Danny Duncan who first started that format, and everybody followed in his footsteps. And even me, I mean, I've always tried to like lie to myself and tell myself that my content was different, but it was the same. It was the same. It was a lot more fun back then, and it was a lot more easier to like convince myself it was unique back then. But nowadays, like ever since 2021 and 2022, it's like a new mic'd up cult YouTuber pops up every single month. Again, the format is just having sexual merch, fucking around in Walmart, and also having a dumb sidekick. That's what I call it, which is basically like how Danny Duncan usually has like little people that he like punches in his videos, or even how I had Dennis as like the dumb character who always like did dumb shit in the video. All these YouTubers are following a format, which again Danny started, but it's all strategic and it's all repetitive, and that's just what made me fall out of love for it. Seeing everybody have the same exact merch, everybody making the same jokes, everybody having the same type of friends, the same editing, like it's just like I started to ask myself like, what's going on? Like the videos will usually start with them in like casual clothes, just waking up, trying to be relatable, giving motivation to the audience, and then usually pulling up to a Walmart to like buy the props for the prank, and then starting an altercation with like the cashier, and then you punch around your sidekick for maybe a couple minutes, and then somebody usually comes up and tells you to stop recording, and then that's when you usually tell them that they're not recording and they're just taking pictures, or you tell them that it's a PS4 or something like that. And then you end the video off with a rap song and a plug to your merch that says something about dicks or something. But they're all the same, and like again, I'm saying I was one of them, and it's just not fun, and I'm not trying to bash anybody. Like the format works, and like people should continue to do it because it works. But basically what I'm trying to say is that I just cannot do that anymore, and that's why I've been focusing on the mockumentary episodes and trying to just find a new format or find something that's true to me. But even the mockumentary episodes just take so much work to where again I'm here in LA like on Thanksgiving when I should be with my family, so it's like I don't even know if the mockumentary videos are gonna work out. I don't know if any of this is making sense, but like again it just all comes down to just me. I'm just lost, okay? I'm lost. And again, going back to what I was talking about in the beginning of the video, these past 2 years have been the most that I've been depressed in my life. Which I'm not trying to make this like a cry for help or anything. I can handle depression. Like, I understand that being depressed is normal, especially in your early 20s. It's just a part of growth, but like when I used to get depressed in high school, it's just a little different from then, because back then when I was broke and everything, I could like at least look up at my goals and go like, oh, at least I'll be a successful YouTuber one day and I'll live in LA and everything will be perfect. But then now when I have that, the depression hits a little different, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a little lucky because I have other aspirations. Like I want to be a director, writer, I want to make films and TV shows, but a lot of people don't have other aspirations. So I'm a little lucky, but the main things that just kind of made me get lost was COVID, which that made me not able to like film videos, which is my career, and my views started dropping. And also I know some of you guys know this, maybe some of you don't, but my dad died about a year ago as well from COVID actually. And obviously that didn't help. I've never really lost anybody in my life. So that was something that, like, you know, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, just generally, I just got lost. I just got like really lost, and COVID fucked everything up, man. Uh, I'm sorry that this video is a mess. I just, again, I'm just trying to give you guys an update on what's going on with me. So I guess now let me talk about what I plan to do. So obviously I want to be a filmmaker, director, writer, actor, and I'm trying to get this TV show called Views picked up right now. And something that I'm going to be focusing a lot more on next year is making short films to kind of like build a portfolio. I recently wrote, directed, and edited a proof of concept short film with Sneeko. I'll actually link that down below so you can watch that. But basically next year I just kind of want to I want to make short films and like have them be paid for like the first 2 months. You know, let's say like $15. You could either pay $15 to watch the film, or you can wait like 2 months and you can watch it for free on YouTube, which I don't know if that's gonna work, but it's like how any movie gets released nowadays in a theater. You can pay to go watch it in a theater for the first 2 months, or you can wait until it's on TV or streaming platforms. And I've never made like a crazy amount of money with YouTube. I've actually gotten nowhere close to what other YouTubers make. Basically, I've been pretty broke for like all of my YouTube career. When I moved to LA with Phil and Alejandro, that was the year that I've made the most amount of money, but all of that money was in and out, in and out, in and out. My income and expenses were always neck and neck. Like there was a point where I was paying Phil, Alejandro, I was paying Dennis, I was paying Reed. I was also paying 2 loans off that I got in the first place to pay them. And there was a point to where I was paying $13,000 a month. And guess how much I was making? I was making $13,000 a month. So like, bro, I was literally, bro, I was suffering. Like I did not have any money for myself. I know, like, bro, I was paying everybody way more than I was paying myself because I couldn't afford to pay myself. But yeah, again, I just like, I've never had money. So I think that this short film idea is finally the first way that I can actually make something. Like if I sell 10,000 tickets to a $15 movie, that's 150 grand. And the only reason why I want to make a big amount of money is just so I could fund more film projects and so I can get the TV show picked up because it's expensive. But yeah, that's my plan. I don't know. I'm still not for sure, but thank you for listening to my rant. Let's go back inside. It's getting cold. But yeah, it feels really good to just like vent to you guys. Like I said, I've tried to film this video like 4 or 5 times. This fireplace is about to turn on. Ooh. But yeah, I hope that this video gave like a clear enough understanding of what's been going on with me. And to end off this video, I want to give a really, really big thank you to the sponsor of this video, Audible. Audible's basically sponsoring my whole channel. It's so cool to see Audible always like constantly showing me support because I've always loved Audible. Even back in high school, like way before I was sponsored, I would always use Audible to like listen to everything. The Audible app makes it super easy to listen anytime, anywhere. So it doesn't matter where you are or even if you left your books at home. All you gotta do is just whip your phone out and then just start listening. Audible also has thousands and thousands of titles. So any book that you can think about, they probably have an audiobook version of it. As an Audible member, you get 1 free credit every single month, and you can use those credits to any title of your choosing, and those titles that you do choose are yours to keep forever in your Audible library. And all Audible members now also get access to a growing selection of titles. So basically, you don't even need to use your credits for these selections, which include audiobooks, Audible originals, and even podcasts. And more get added every single month. Right now, I'm currently reading Save the Cat, which is basically a book that teaches you how to write screenplays. But if you're not into screenplays, then I would recommend Rich Dad Poor Dad or How to Win Friends and Influence People. Those are 2 of my favorite books. New members can try Audible free for 30 days. Visit audible.com/SteezyKane or text SteezyKane to 500 500.
Oh shit.
Hey, how's it going?
Come here. Come here. Sit. It's okay.
It's a scary dog.